Barnaby Bear and the Big Grumble. Barnaby was a little bear cub with a big problem. He lived in a cozy den with his mama and papa, and all around them the forest was full of yummy things for bears to eat. But Barnaby was a picky eater. "Time for breakfast, little one," Mama Bear said one sunny morning, sliding a big, beautiful honeycomb onto his favorite leaf plate. "Oh, Mama, not honey again." "But honey is wonderful," Papa Bear rumbled, happily munching on his own. "It's sweet and golden and perfect for growing bears." "It's sticky," Barnaby grumbled. "It gets all over my fur, and it's too yellow." He pushed his plate away, crossed his paws, and let out a big, grumpy sigh. "I'm going to find something better than honey." Before his mama could say a word, Barnaby marched out of the den and into the bright forest. Soon he saw his friend Squiggles the Squirrel balancing on a branch. Squiggles was nibbling something round and round. Crunch, crunch, crack. "What's that, Squiggles?" Barnaby called up. "Acorns," shouted the squirrel, holding one up. "They're the best, crunchy and nutty. Want one?" Squiggles tossed one down. Barnaby looked at the hard little acorn. He put it in his mouth and bit down. "Clack! Oh!" he yelped, rubbing his jaw. "It was like buying a rock. No, thank you, Squiggles." He rubbed his sore tooth and kept walking until he found Daisy, the deer, grazing in the patch of sunlight. She was eating tall, grim clover. "That looks soft," Barnaby said. "Is it good, Daisy?" She said, "It's delicious. It tastes like the fresh morning." Barnaby sniffed the clover. It smelled of grass. He took a tiny nibble. It tasted exactly like grass. It was bitter and chilly and not sweet at all. Blah! He spat it out. "How can you eat that all day?" Daisy just smiled and went back to munching. Barnaby's tummy was starting to rumble. He was getting very hungry. Just then, Robin the robin, hopping on the ground, the robin tilted its head, poked its beak into the dirt, and pulled out something long and wiggly. "A worm," Barnaby gasped, hiding behind a bush. The robin ate the worm in one go. "Gulp." "Hello, Barnaby," chirped the robin. "The worms are extra juicy today. Want me to find you one?" Barnaby's nose wrinkled so hard it almost touched his ears. Sticky honey is bad, but wiggly worms are worse. "No, thank you," he shouted, and he ran all the way back down the path. He sat on a log near his den, his tummy rumbling loudly. Rumble, rumble, rabble. He hadn't found anything better than honey. Everything else is too hard, too bitter, or too wiggly. Just then, Mama Bear came out of a den holding the same honeycomb from breakfast. "Still hungry, my grumpy cup?" she asked, her voice soft and warm. Barnaby nodded, looking at its paws. "Acorns are too hard, and clover is too grassy, and the worms are, Mama, they're so wiggly." Mama Bear chuckled. "I know, dear. Every animal has its own special food, and honey is the special food for bears." "But it's so sticky," Barnaby whispered. "That's just the honey giving you a little hug." She broke off a tiny golden piece. "Just try one bite for me." Barnaby looked at the little jewel honey. It glistened in the sun. He was so hungry. Slowly he opened his mouth. He closed his eyes and took a tiny lick. His eyes popped open. It wasn't just sticky. It was sweet It was like tasting sunshine and flowers all at once. It was sweet and smooth and warm, and it slid all the way down to his achy tummy. Mama, Barnaby said, his mouth full. It's delicious. It's the best thing I've ever tasted. He grabbed the whole honeycomb and started munching happily, not even caring that it got all over his nose and his paws. From that day on, Barnaby the bear was no longer a picky eater. He learned that sometimes the best thing in the world is the thing that's been right in front of you all along. And he always finished his honey